In today's video, we're taking a look at how to install a manual pool vacuum, easy and simple. This is so easy, anyone could do everything that we use on the video. We're going to leave a link on the description. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe. That does help us out a lot. Thank you. So you woke up today and noticed that your pool floor looks like a forest. Don't worry, here at the StatUpBox team, we've got your back. A few blocks away, but a back is a back. And the first thing that you're going to need is a pool. If you don't have a pool, we salute you. And once you located your pool, a manual pool vacuum helps remove dirt, sand, leaves, and other debris from the bottom of your pool that the skimmer can't always reach. Regular vacuuming keeps your pool cleaner, helps your filter work more efficiently, and can reduce algae and stain buildup. And no matter if you have an in-ground pool or above ground pool, the technique will be the same. And before we start today's task, we want to make sure that we have the correct equipment before beginning. And the first thing that we're going to need is a pool skimmer or vacuum adapter connector. And for above ground pools, this would be the blue one. And for most in-ground pools, you'll connect the vacuum hose to a vacuum plate that fits over the skimmer basket like the gray one shown here. And this is in case you don't have a dedicated vacuum port. If you currently have a above ground pool skimmer, then you can also use the adapter used by the skimmer hose. And remember, everything that we use on the video, we're going to leave a link on the description. And the next thing that we're going to need is the vacuum. Before choosing a pool vacuum head, remember that above ground and in-ground pools use different types. Using the right vacuum head helps you clean more efficiently while reducing the risk of damaging your pool. For example, above ground pools typically use a liner safe vacuum head with brushes that help keep the vacuum slightly off the liner to prevent damage, like this triangular vacuum head shown here. In-ground pools usually use a weighted vacuum head with wheels or a flexible design that stays close to the pool floor for better suction and easy to follow contours of the pool, like this rectangular vacuum head shown here. Next, you'll need a vacuum hose. They typically come in 1 1/4 inch or 1 1/2 inch diameter and are available in several lengths. Always be sure to choose one that would reach your entire pool. You will also notice that your vacuum head can accept both the 1 1/2 inch and the 1 1/4 inch hose. You'll also notice that the vacuum hose has one swiveling end and one fixed end. You want to connect the swiveling end to the vacuum head and the fixed end to the pool suction inlet or skimmer. Installing the hose the other way around can reduce the vacuum's performance and suction. And lastly, you're going to need a pole, preferably a telescopic one. And now that we filled your brain with pool vacuum technology, we're ready to start. We first attach the handle adapter to the vacuum head. We first remove the pin, insert the handle adapter into the vacuum head, and then we reinstall the pin to lock it securely in place. Now we attach the telescopic pole, and we do that by squeezing the two spring-loaded tabs. As you slide the pole into the handle adapter, continue pushing until the tabs align with the holes in the pole. Then we release them so they snap into place the pole securely. Now we can attach the vacuum hose by connecting the swiveling end to the vacuum head. Push it on all the way to create a secure connection and help prevent air leaks. And now that our puzzle is built, we can go ahead and place the vacuum into the pool. If you have an above ground pool, you want to remove the inlet strainer cap. Always remember the ancient technique passed down generation to generation of lefty-loosey, righty-tighty. If you're connecting to an in-ground pool and your particular pool does not have a dedicated inlet connector adapter, then you want to remove the skimmer basket. We go ahead and place our plate, or if in your case you're doing an above ground pool like us, then we would install the skimmer vacuum adapter. If you already have a skimmer adapter already installed, then you would jump this step. And now comes the most important part of the whole video. We want to remove all the air from the hose, aka prime the hose. If we don't prime the hose, air can be pulled into the pump, causing a loss of suction or vacuum performance, and in some cases the pump can lose its prime or even become damaged if it runs without enough water. And now, before connecting the hose, make sure it's completely filled with water to remove all the air. In this video, video, we'll do that by holding the free end of the hose in front of the return jet until the bubbles stop. If you don't have a return jet nearby, you can also slowly submerge the entire hose underwater, starting at the vacuum head until the air is removed. We find that the easiest way is to let the return jet do all the work, aka more time to lay back and sip on that cold, bubbly, liquid gold sparkling water. As you can see here at the top, we have an example on how that looks like. And just remember, the hoses are inverted because this is just an example. And always remember, while doing this, make sure both ends of the hose stay completely underwater. You don't want any air getting into the hose, or you would have to prime it again. And now we're ready to connect the other side of the hose. Remember, the fixed side, and keeping the hose underwater to the suction inlet or vacuum plate. Now, the way the hose connects depends on its diameter. A 1.25" hose slides inside the suction fitting, while a 1.5" hose slides over the outside of the fitting. If your vacuum hose doesn't fit the pool suction fitting, you can use a 1.25" to 1.5" pool hose adapter or coupling to match the hose to your pool's inlet. These adapters make it easy to connect different hose and fitting sides. Another option, you can also use a hose adapter with hose clamp. Simply slide the clamp over the hose, push the adapter into the hose, then tighten the clamp with a screwdriver until snug, using the ancient technique of lefty loosey, righty tighty. The clamp compresses the hose around the adapter to create a secure, leak resistant connection. And now you've done it. You're ready to start vacuuming. Move the vacuum slowly across the pool and avoid moving too fast, which can stir the debris into the water. A pro tip, always watch the filter pressure. If you notice the suction becomes weak, you can empty the pump basket if needed, or empty the skimmer basket or backwash, or clean your filter cartridge. And as you already know, on the DIY world, when it's full maintenance day, the sun is out, no clouds, and the temperature is reaching scorching levels, aka the DIY life. But don't worry, Grasshopper, we believe in you. And now you've done it. You can pat yourself on the back for a job well done. You become a black belt ninja vacuum cleaner of your town. Don't forget, if you liked the video, please give us a thumbs up. That really helps. If you have any questions, place them in the comment section below. Either someone on the StatUpBox team or someone on the YouTube community can help you out with an answer. Don't forget to subscribe, follow us on social media. Thank you for watching, and here's a link to our latest video.